So most of the metal oxides, they will soluble or insoluble in water, guys. Everybody. Metal oxides
Insoluble
are
in water.
usually insoluble in water,
Insoluble.
except there is oxides of sodium, potassium, and calcium. So in that, mainly two we will consider as alkalis. They'll form alkali. What is that, everybody? Will dissolve in water and they'll form, that is what, soluble bases. What is that?
Sodium and potassium.
Sodium
Sodium
oxide
potassium.
and as well as potassium oxide.
Potassium
There are
oxide.
only two ways to called as alkalis. So they dissolve in water and they will form sodium hydroxide, and the next one is what? Potassium hydroxide. So alkalis means only the two metals you should remember. What is that? Sodium and potassium. Understand all of? Yes. Now amphoteric oxides means, what is the amphoteric oxides? Yesterday we studied. What do you mean by amphoteric oxides? Everybody. Both react with the yes.
Both acid and
Acidic
base.
and base.
Yeah, those who react with the both acids and as well as what? Acids and as well as bases, who is to called as amphoteric oxide. So we have only three. What is that? Everybody? Al2O3, aluminum oxide,
Lead oxide.
zinc oxide, and as well as last one is lead oxide.
oxide.
So for class 10th, only you have three. So amphoteric oxides means the oxides who will react with acids as well as bases. They are only called as amphoteric oxide. And we studied that activities and properties. So as we know, we have formed one point about iron. Iron does not burn in air even on strong heating, but it will form what, guys? Iron, if it's strong heating. Yes, please. Iron won't catch the fire, but it will form a compound called as, what is that, everybody? Fe3O4, called as, what is that? Iron
1, 2,
iron 1 to 11, 2, 3. Iron
3
2,
oxide.
3 oxide. Understanding? So Fe3O4 will form. But iron powder, what will happen? NCERT book we studied. I have told you. Iron powder. Iron can't catch fire, but iron powder can. Later on, iron powder will burn. Do you remember, everybody was studied or not? All of you? Yes? Please respond. So iron fillings, iron powder or iron fillings burn very vigorously. What do you mean by vigorously? Means very wild, like more with fire when they sprinkled in the flame of the burner. If you directly sprinkle the iron fillings, they will burn very vigorously when you flame. So that is what it is. We studied yesterday's class. And anodizing, I told you to study an orange color table. Do you all remember? That name is, do you know? Anodizing. Yes, please respond. All of you. So that is what. Now coming to the today's class, see, this is most important one. 100% there will be a question related to this in board exam. That is what? Reaction of metals with the water. So let me take this water. Generally, can you tell me water alone? Let me take. So water alone, I will write it into different things. Like, can I write water into a cold water? Am I right? Everybody, is it possible or not? Cold water as well as hot water. And there is another form of water. Anybody can tell? I can take cold water. I can take hot water. There is another form of water. Anybody, please? Yes, Mr. Harvigne, Google. Only that. Yes, vapor. That is what we used to call something. Anybody? It's not vapor we used to call. Yes, please. Water vapor we used to call something. What is that, guys?
Steam.
Steam.
So these three words will rule this entire concept, and 100% there will be a question in our board exam also. So be very smart always. So any problem you can ask me. So first of all, remember, metals react with water. They will form metal hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Clear, everybody? So now I'll write a standardized equation. This standardized equation always should be in our mind. So keep it in mind, if metals react with the hot water or cold water. Hot water or, everybody? Hot or cold, they will form metal hydroxide. What they will form, everybody? Metal hydroxide plus a gas called as, what is the gas will come here, everybody? Hydrogen. So here I am speaking water. Water in the sense of it is cold water or it may be, yes please, hot water. Understand, Emma? So either cold or hot water. So if metals will react with the cold water or hot water, what is the products will come, everybody? Metal hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. If metal react with the steam, please remember that. If metal react with the steam, so we are going to get metal oxide plus hydrogen gas. So these both are very, very important equations. So first standardized equation must have always in our mind. Suppose metal react with oxygen. What is the products will come? Everybody. Metal react with oxygen. We'll get what? Metal
Oxide.
metal oxide. Metal oxide only we used to call something. Others don't know. Metal react with oxygen. We are going to get metal oxide. Metal oxides are what nature? Yes, please. They
Basic.
are basic oxides. So that is what you have to remember. They'll convert red litmus to blue or blue litmus to red. Everybody. They'll convert red litmus to blue. That is what you have to remember. Clear, everybody? So metals react with the water. Which water? Cold water or hot water. They'll form metal hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. Metals react with the steam. They will form metal oxide plus hydrogen gas. So that is what it is happening. Do you all understand, everybody? All of you clear? Anybody having any doubt, you can ask. Understand, Abhirami, Guru? Now, so let us take first example. So we all know metal activity series. We already studied, but of course in this chapter also we'll study again. But just have a glance, metal activity series. What is the statement? Once everybody repeat. What is the statement for metal activity series? Please never call me a, what is that? Respond. Please never
Zebra.
call me a
Zebra.
dog. I like hydrogen. Call me a what? Everybody. Call me a boy, guy or girl. You can even pretty, you can avoid it. Call me a pretty, actually pretty girl we can say. So pretty also, that platinum also is not there in our NCERT. You can learn, nothing wrong. So please means what? Potassium. So what is the symbol of potassium, everybody? Please means potassium. So what is the symbol of potassium? Fast. K. Sodium, Na. Calcium, Ca. Magnesium, Mg. Aluminium, Al. Zebra, zinc. Iron, Fe. Lead, Pb. Hydrogen, calcium, copper. Mercury, Hg. This A means silver, Ag. Pretty girl, Pt. G girl, gold, Au. So this is what metal activity series. Am I right, everybody? Please never call me a zebra. I like hydrogen. Call me a what, everyone? Call me a pretty girl. So this is the statement to remember entire activity series or metal activity series. I think many of you are very familiar with this. Am I right, everybody? Yes. So now let us react with the most highly reactive metals. What is the most highly reactive metals? Sodium. So sodium react with the water. So let me take liquid water. So you want cold water, hot water? Actually, sodium and potassium highly reactive. They no need hot water. So they need what water, everybody? Everyone, please. Cold water itself. Understand, Amma? So first three metals, sodium, potassium, and calcium, they will react with the cold water. Everybody, please respond. Now, you understand, everyone? So, but you can see the most highly reactive metals. What is the most highly reactive metals? Even with the cold water, who will catch fire? Sodium and potassium. So remember,
Potassium.
sodium and potassium reacts vigorously, violently. Please note that first. Violently with the cold water. So very important. So what is the metals? They will react very violently with the cold water, sodium and potassium. Understand, Amma, all of you? So the cold water, and they will form what they will form. Cold water means, check it everybody. Cold water means what they will form? Metal hydroxide or oxide? Everybody. Metal hydroxide. And remember, these particularly this one, they are extremely heat also. Exothermic reaction also will take place when sodium and potassium reacts with the cold water. So what is the expected products? Everybody speak. What is that? It will form metal hydroxide. So sodium react with water. What is the metal hydroxide? Sodium, respond. Sodium hydroxide plus, as I told you, what is the gas will come? Speak loudly. Hydrogen. Unless you involve and you speak, you cannot success in the exam. I'm saying you have to involve. That is what is expecting. So balance it fastly. And as I'm telling, it is exothermic reaction. So exothermic means something will release. What is that?
Heat will be.
Heat will produce. Only for sodium and potassium. Understand, Mitakshri? Only for sodium and potassium we will write heat, because they are only very vigorously, violently reaction will take place. Okay, guys, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please balance it. Balancing in a way. Mr. Nimesh will say balancing equation. Mr. Nimesh, fastly, only 10 seconds time. Balance it. By this time you should start balancing. Which one you will start balancing? Very, very bad. Balancing equation, tell me fastly. Nimish, what are you doing, man? Balancing equation, what will come, Amma? Sodium and potassium, always balancing is same. 2NaOH, sorry, 2Na, 2H2O will gives you 2NaOH and H2. Am I right, everybody? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What is the trick you will follow here? It's nothing actually. Hydrogen alone. So hydrogen here 3 is there, and here hydrogens are 2 is there. So to make it both even and odd, have you noticed that followed numbers means what is the trick I have told you? Anybody can tell? If you are getting like this, side by side, even and odd numbers, what is the reason? What is the trick I have told you? Make it into what? Yes, please. Make it into even number. Am I right or wrong? That's all. So here 2 hydrogens is there, here 1 hydrogen is there. So to make it into even, I will multiply with what number? Everybody. I will multiply with 2. So then hydrogens become 4. Then what will happen here? Oxygens become 1, 2. But here oxygens only 1. So I will make it here multiply with the 2. Then here sodiums also become 2. Here only 1. So I will multiply with the 2. Am I right, everybody? Clear? Please respond. That is what it is. Next, reacting with the potassium. So potassium is also highly reactive element. So reacting with the water. Tell me what is the product, please. Potassium hydroxide, which is an aqueous state, plus hydrogen gas, and plus also it will produce heat. So balance it now. Again, same thing. As I told you, sodium and potassium always balancing same. What will happen? 2K will react with the 2H2O, will give you 2KOH plus H2. So these are the highly reactive. Sodium and potassium reacts violently with the cold water. This is what is the example. Clear, everybody? Yes, please. Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Next. So we all people know there is a third metal. What is the third metal, everybody?
Calcium.
Calcium.
Here I will say one important point that is only very important for board exam. Of course, calcium is also reacting with the metal only, sorry, water only, cold water. You can write it. So calcium react with the cold water. Product, please. Calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide common name also we know. What is the calcium hydroxide common name? Yes. Slackline. Understanding? Quicklime or slackline? Slackline. So what is the formula of calcium hydroxide? Everybody speak. CaOH twice. Understand? I know many people till today don't know. Say Ca2OH1. So if we make crisscross, so we'll get it what, guys? All of you, Ca1OH twice. So which is equals to CaOH twice. Please learn. So CaOH twice plus hydrogen gas. So here I am not writing heat. Anybody can tell? Of course, this is also exothermic reaction. It is also exothermic reaction because it will produce heat. Of course, heat is evolved, but there is no, I am not writing here heat. Anybody can tell what is the reason? All of you? What is your expected answer? Speak. What are you expecting, guys? Remember, sodium and potassium, whatever the heat is releasing, that is sufficient to catch the fire by hydrogen. Hydrogen is a combustible gas or not? That is what is my first question to you. Hydrogen is a combustible gas or not?
Sir.
No response. What I should do? Hydrogen is a combustible gas or not, Mr. Omar? Hydrogen is highly combustible in nature, means it will catch the fire and it will burn. So the heat evolved in this calcium reaction is actually not sufficient for hydrogen to catch the fire. That is the reason I want to mention here heat. Of course, they all will evolve the heat, but they are not actually that except sodium and potassium, remaining all the cases, the heat energy is not sufficient to catch the fire. That is why they are called as, actually they are what reactions, everybody? They all are, respond Ra, exothermic. Remember, metal react with the water. Generally, I am saying metal react with the water is actually examples of displacement reaction. But what metals can displace above hydrogen or below hydrogen? Everybody.
Above head.
Above hydrogen. So above hydrogen, whatever the metals are there, these all are more reactive than hydrogen. So they all will show displacement reaction. It is also under another reaction. Anybody can tell me? Metal plus water reaction, displacement reaction. It is what reaction? Redox reaction, and it is also releases heat. So that is why they are called as what reactions, everybody? They are exothermic reactions. Please remember that, everyone. Understand, all of you? Clear? So that is what. So calcium reacting with the water, balancing. Is it balanced? Verified. It's not balanced it. Hydrogens here 2, but here here hydrogens are 4, but here only 2. So that here what will happen? 2H2O. Okay, all of you try to answer. Simply sitting like a buffer. I don't know. Dumb fellows. We are not dumb fellows. I never hear any voice from Mr. Pugal, Mr. Rohit, and this Nimish and all. I don't know what they are doing. So write it here. Why I am not mentioning heat here? Question mark. What is the reason? Explanation. Calcium reacts with the water. Calcium reacts with water. Write it. At room temperature. At room temperature to form what? Calcium? Everybody.
Calcium hydroxide.
Calcium hydroxide. Though heat is evolved in this reaction, but that heat is not sufficient. Heat is not sufficient for hydrogen. Mr. Vijay, do you understand, Vijay? Hydrogen to catch fire.
Yes, sir.
Okay, everybody. So these are the first 3 examples. Exam they will ask you. Keep it in mind. You are not in a metric school or you are not in a general CBSE now. That give an example of metal reacting with the water. Everybody can do. But now what is CBQ? They will ask you. They will specify a metal. Even indirect way they will specify. For example, they want to ask you calcium. There is a CBQ. Can you ask me? Suppose they want to know the reaction of calcium with water. What is the expected products will come? They will ask you the CBQ. I think everybody can note it. The CBQ question will ask like this. For example, a metal whose valency is 2. Anybody can tell me what is a metal whose valency is 2? Anybody? Calcium valency is how much, Ra?
2.
Calcium valency is how much? Speak loudly. Calcium valency is how much? 2.
2,
Understand?
sir.
So, I ask a question, CBQ question. You all can write the question. Write a equation of a metal react with the water, react with the cold water. Keep it in mind. Not water. Water kadayadu. Reacting with the cold water, whose valency is 2. Whose valency is 2. Now, here many people think, sir, only why calcium, magnesium kadayada, zinc kadayada, iron kadayada? Yes, it is not possible. Why means magnesium won't react with what? Cold water. Zinc won't react with what? Cold water. Iron won't react with what? Cold water. Do you understanding what is the importance of cold? Umar, Harish, everybody clear?
Sir.
So that is the importance of water, importance of cold. If you not read this word, then you will write some other, because you are reading a word, you are giving importance for what? Whose valency is how much? Whose valency is 2. Whose valency is 2 means many metal having valency 2. If you write something, you will get 0. So they are specifying that it has to react with what water? Everybody.
Cold water.
Cold water. Then what is the equation you should write? This is the equation you have to write it. Understand all of you? Sir, cold water means you can write sodium and potassium also, correct, sir. But what is the valency of sodium and potassium? Sodium and potassium are alkali metals.
1.
So alkali metals means what is the valency? Fast. Alkali metals means valency is how much, Amma? 1. Do you understand, everybody? So that they won't be. Understand, Harisairas, how they will ask you? Mitakshri, Harikrishna? Yes. So that is what CBQ level. So CBQ level is not that simply will come. You should see the concept in such a way that it has to be asked like that. Okay. So indirectly they'll ask. This is the what. Next, magnesium react with the hot water. Magnesium react with the hot water. Remember now, another note. Magnesium is the only metal reacting with the both hot water and steam. The magnesium is the only metal who will react with the both hot water and steam. Other metals, they will react only with the steam. Clear, everybody? Magnesium is the only metal who will react with the both hot water and steam. Okay, guys? First 3, what water? First 3, what water? Cold water.
Cold water.
Magnesium is the only one with what? Hot water plus
Hot water.
steam. Next, aluminum, zinc and iron. Of course, in lead also, they will react only with what? Everybody.
Steam.
Yes, steam. Then what about copper, mercury, silver and platinum? They will never react with what?
Hydrogen.
No reaction.
Water.
No reaction with water, hot water or cold water. Why? Anybody?
Because they are less than hydrogen.
Because they are present below hydrogen. So they are more reactive than hydrogen or less reactive than hydrogen. Fastly, everybody. They are less reactive than hydrogen. So with anything, cold water or hot water, or you can say what? Steam, no reaction will take place. Do you all understand, guys? I hope everybody clear. Any doubt, please let me know. Understand? So now, the one and only metal who will react with both hot water and steam. What will happen, everybody? Yes, please. Magnesium. So magnesium reacting with the water. Which water, guys? Which water?
Hot water.
Hot water.
Hot water.
Means you have to provide the temperature. Am I right or wrong? So temperature symbol, what will put? Above arrow, we have to put something. Heating. What is that? Delta. So what is the product will come? Milk of magnesia. Formula, please. Magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide plus water. Balance it now. Sorry, hydrogen gas. Balance it fastly. You have a lot of time balancing. Mg, here 2 is there. Here only Yeah, here hydrogens are 2. Well, let me fast, make it quick. How you'll balance? Hydrogens here 4. Here 4 hydrogens, here only 2.
Sir,
Then
2H2O.
2H2O. Very good, Rohit. Fast.
Two H2O.
Then hot water over. Next, magnesium reacting with the steam. Steam means here H2O, liquid or gas? Liquid or
Gas.
gas? Steam.
Gas.
Steam means it is a gas. So again delta. So which will form. Now oxide or hydroxide? Steam, guys.
Oxide.
Steam means what?
Oxide.
Oxide. So it will form.
Oxide.
Oxide means solid state. Hydroxide means what state?
Aqueous.
Aqueous state. Everything is very important. Magnesium oxide plus hydrogen. Mr. Nimesh, balance equation and tell me. Is it balanced equation? Hydrogen gas, not water. Balanced equation. I am calling you only, Nimesh. Omar, are you there in meeting, Omar? Again, he will say I am responding. Okay. So finish it, guys. Is it? I think it's already balanced equation. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Proceed now. So one and only metal who will react with the both hot water and steam. What is that?
Magnesium.
Magnesium.
Okay. So make it fast. Next 3 metals. What is that? Zinc, aluminum, and iron. Do not react with what? Anybody? Everything. I already told you. Do not react with the
Cold water.
neither cold water
Nor
neither
hot water.
cold water nor with what water? Hot water. Okay.
Hot water.
But they react with what?
Steam.
They react with the steam to form. So steam means they'll form hydroxide or oxide?
Oxide.
Only
Oxide.
Okay, steam to form their respective oxides. Along with oxides, they will release a gas, common gas. What is that gas? Everybody. Hydrogen gas. Okay. Now I am saying you guys, hydrogen is releasing or not. We will use a method called as inverted water displacement tube. What is the method name called as? Everybody? There is a method we will use it for testing this one. That is called as upside down water displacement method. For finding the hydrogen gas, what is the tube we will use, guys? Downward displacement of water. You can write it. Downward displacement of water. Generally, I am saying, or we can say upside down water displacement method. Water displacement method. So the method which we'll use to collect the hydrogen gas. Understand, Hari? This is also one of the important question. Okay. Yeah, downward displacement water. That is what. So now I'm giving just 2 minutes time. You have to fill it all the people and one by one, girls and boys. One alternatively, one you have to say. So aluminum reacting with steam. So steam means gas or liquid state or solid state. What will represent? Steam. So it will form products. You fill it. Not necessary to say. You fill it and balance it and tell me. So I'll write it. Zinc oxide. Next, iron. So iron, be very careful. When you are writing the iron, products has to be think and how to write it. Yes. Answer, please. First question answer. Girls. Boys, you write wrong. Girls, tell me, ma. First question answer. First question answer, please.
Sir, Al2O3 plus H2.
Yeah, Al2O3 plus H2. Solid or liquid? Solid.
Solid.
The name of this one, common name is alumina. Aluminum oxide, we can call it as alumina plus hydrogen gas. Balance it, other girls. Other girls, make it quick. Time up, make it fast. Balance it, other. Yes. No other girl. Tejaswini, Gayatri, what you people are doing? Nonsense. Speak loudly and do. Harini. That's all life. Yes, please balance it, boys. 2Al, 2Al plus
3H2
3H2O gives you
3H2O
Al2O3 plus 3H2. Am I
plus
right?
3H2.
Yeah, very good. Next,
3H2.
next, zinc reacting with H2O. What is the products, boys, please? Zinc
Zinc
oxide.
oxide plus H2.
10O
Plus
plus
hydrogen
H2.
gas. I think it's already balanced equation. Am I right?
Yes,
Next,
sir.
iron is reacting with the already balanced equation. Iron is reacting with the water. Yes, balance it fast. What is the product will come? Heat, it is steam.
Ferric
Yes.
oxide plus 2.
It is only Fe2O3 or Fe3O4. Fe3O4. Clear? Plus it will form hydrogen gas. First balance it, everyone. Balance I1, balance equation. Make it quick. Okay, Tejaswini. Balance it.
3Fe.
Girls.
3Fe. 4A.
3Fe, very
4H2.
good. Plus
4H2.
4H2O gives you
Fe3O4
Fe3O4
plus
plus
4H2.
4H2. Very
4H2.
good. Now, Fe3O4 only. What is the common name of Fe3O4? Iron?
N2,3 oxide.
Iron 2,3 oxide. Am I right or wrong? This is only the common name is called as, note it everybody, magnetite. What is the name? Everyone? Common name is magnetite. Remember that, all of you. Okay, guys? So now, you might be remember there is a difference. Iron will react with oxygen, also same product, but there is no formation of hydrogen. Iron will react with the steam, also same product, but along with that other extra, what is coming? All of you. Hydrogen is coming. That's the only thing. Clear, everybody? All of you? Check it, everybody. Iron reacting with the oxygen, it will form iron 2,3 oxide. Iron react with the steam also, iron 2,3 oxide. But what else extra is coming? Everybody. Extra, what is coming? Hydrogen gas is coming. Okay, so that's what you have to remember. Make it fast, everybody. Any doubt, ask me. Clear, all of you? So these all the reactions, reacting of metal with water, these all the reactions is an example of 3. What is that, guys? They are the example of, yes, please.
Reaction of metal with steam.
They are the example of redox reactions, and they are the example of
Exothermic reaction.
exothermic reactions. I'm just giving a minute of time. Any doubt you can, otherwise we'll go with the activity. There is activity related to that. You all should know. So what is the method to find hydrogen is releasing or not? What is the method we'll use, guys? Inverted downward displacement of what?
Water.
Downward displacement of water, or upside down water displacement method. Any doubt anybody can ask me. So as I told you, I will show you one tabular column. That is very important tabular column. That's fine. We will go with that. You just carry on first. Any doubt in this, you can ask me. So everybody repeat it. Metal react with the water, cold water, hot water. What is the products will come? Everyone. Metal hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. Metal react with the steam. They'll produce what? Metal oxide plus metal oxide plus hydrogen gas. Do you all understand, everyone? Clear? Everybody? Anything doubt? Please let me know. So this is what you have to remember it. Okay, guys, all of you. Meeting is going to end. Join quickly as early as possible. That's all. Finish it fast. Mr. Nimish, are you understand? Arun, Kaushik?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now note a word. Hydrogen always burns with a pop sound. If you want to detect the hydrogen, what is the detecting method for hydrogen? Detected hydrogen by burning test actually. So hydrogen, how it will burns? Burn with the what sound? Everybody. Burn with the pop sound. If you bring the matchstick near to that, it will burn with the pop sound. Okay. And